food? And your boyfriend been vegan 18 years. You fucking can come on my dick, but you can't fucking have a debate and a conversation with me? You want to call me and play on the phone and act like a dumb hoe? Excuse me. Idiot bitch. Matter of fact, this hoe is so stupid. She's telling people to eat fucking ant food. They say on the bottle that it's not for human consumption. And her ass promoting it. She not even getting paid to promote it. She just a coon. She literally acts like a coon. She only attacks black people. She verbally attacks people. She don't want to smoke with nobody. She ain't gonna really put hands on nobody. She's a little skinny bitch. She ain't got no muscles or no titties. Oh, she get on my nerves with her ugly retarded ass. She might call me during this live stream too, cause her ass stupid as.
Culinary collection by Cuisinart, compatible with all stovetops, including induction. He was talking about how his cows experience no grief when their children were torn away from them. So it ends on not the greatest of terms, and it feels like he's just throwing a tantrum. But I'll respect his identity in that I'll pitch shift both of us.
I just want you to know.
Sorry for the.
You a stupid, dumb bitch. Oh well, you lost, dumbass. Sometimes you lose, you stupid motherfucker. You dumb, blind bitch. This bitch over here telling y'all to eat pet food, and I'm looking at her wearing glasses like, can this bitch even read? I know her stupid ass is sneaky, and she know what she doing. But she don't know what she doing because she dumb as fuck. Dumbass bitch.
Is this, and I don't really have time to just pitch shift him and not myself. And sorry for the glitches sometimes in my voice. But I still think it's something you'll be able to hear. But yeah, I'm going to take away all identifying features. But I want people to see the horrific lengths dairy farmers go in order to justify their behavior. And this is why it's my suspicion that when I invite...
that you supposed to eat slave food. That's why she eats like... She doesn't even eat healthy vegetables. She never even tried to go vegan with me one time to prove if her body needs to be vegan. Like, I've been vegan 18 years. She's gonna probably argue that my blood type. I don't take no supplements. I don't even count calories. I'm not no scientist. So why am I alive? Because you're stupid. You are a stupid, big bitch. You a little big bitch. You think you're 6 foot, you ain't 6 foot, bitch. Dumbass hoe.
Farmers
retard.
To debate, usually they decline.
Okay, I will start this if you're ready.
What was in here?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, cool. So for context, you commented on one of my TikTok videos. I think it was a skill or something.
Yeah.
And what caught my attention was that you said, don't worry about animal abuse farms, it doesn't happen, just make sure you buy from local farmers. And then that prompted my attention, and I wanted to kind of discuss, I think we came to the agreement of taking the pro position, either con of the existing dairy farms and maybe beef farming as well. So I'd like to go in that sort of direction, and you have some sort of PowerPoint that I can share on the screen?
Yeah, and I have those quotes of comments and
from
your video and my comment.
They got turmeric, spirulina extract, turmeric extract. This is trash. Beta carotene. Only good thing, coconut oil. Maybe apple juice. Probably not. Oh. That was hilarious. I knew them gummy bears were gonna be trash. I'm like, why can't gummy bears just be made out of fruit? Why does it have to be made out of all this bullshit? Because they're stupid like you.
On this PowerPoint as well, which I'll cover first.
Stupid niggas.
Okay, yeah, so I guess obviously my skit
Stupid
was,
niggas that
if I
think they
remember
smart.
what the video was, I think it was this skit talking
Stupid
about how
niggas that think they're smarter
you
than
know,
everyone. You think you're smarter than everyone, so much so that you will make a YouTube channel where all you do is rant. You don't debate. You don't accept debates. You don't have scholarly debate, intellectual debate. It doesn't matter even if you was not a scientist, but even if you was a scientist, you could still have your scientific theory proven wrong. It might take 50 years. It might take 200 years. Just, it doesn't make you special until you actually prove it as a fact. You are nothing. You're just a normal motherfucker. You're no different, no better than anybody else. This bitch be talking about the body scientist like she's smarter than y'all. The bitch don't got no gold medals. No gold medals, no world records. She don't compete in marathons, triathlons, nothing. She's a stupid motherfucker. It's such a beautiful, clear day today. I'm gonna soak up all this sun. Yeet. I was in there all day today already. Any change on your back? Damn, I hate dumbass bitches. I'm so tired of these stupid witch bitches in the community. Then they think the shit is African spirituality. I'm like, no, it ain't. Think about modifying my shoes. I need to learn how to sew. You gotta teach myself. Okay. Hey, boo, any change on you? Hello. You help the homeless? Any spare change on you, or do you help? Okay. Pray for me. Thank you. Or help me get something out the store? Okay.
I think it was this skit talking about how, I don't want, I do these myriad of things, my body, my choice sort of thing. I could smoke, I could drink, everything like that. And a funny observation is that then as soon as you go vegan, people are like, oh, that's so unhealthy and everything like that. But I'm supposing what maybe triggered a response in you was the fact that I said I don't agree with animals being exploited and abused. I think those were the words in the skit, yeah.
Just so y'all don't get confused, I'm watching vegan versus dairy farmers. I'm let her know. I'm doing a live reaction, but also cursing out my girlfriend that eats raw milk, even though it's pet food. She's blind and her body is covered. Let me say covered. Cellulite. But she promotes eating meat. Her name is Makeda Voletta. This thing even misspelled your name wrong. Then maybe I'm saying it wrong. Voletta? Michael. Feel like she done been such playing the role, like she really like plays the role of like a man in her female relationships. So she wants to try to beat a man in the main world and to other men, and her dumb ass don't know that she's just stupid as fuck. Like, I would have no problem with a woman leading, but not if you stupid as fuck. Nobody can be the leader if you stupid as fuck. I don't care, man, woman, nothing. Okay.
So that compelled you to then make the comment that you did, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would be your argument? And I guess you want to share your PowerPoint. Go ahead.
Well, just for context, I work on a dairy farm. I agree to.
So this is vegan versus dairy farmer debate. I don't know. I hit the like button. This is on Vegan Gaze. Like your view, GAZE. And yeah, I'm gonna be watching this video. I only saw like a couple little clips of it. Like literally, like any change on you, sweetheart? I probably saw like 30 seconds of this video. It's an hour and 5 minutes long. I want to watch the whole video. I had to take off my shoes so I could meditate. Okay. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Something's in my eye. Okay.
Do this discussion on whether or not farms abuse animals, and these are my main talking points. Can you actually see my mouse there?
I can't see your cursor now.
Oh, okay, right. So the milking itself, the use of AI, separation of calves, use of milk replacer, and dehorning, and the two big ones being milking itself and the use of AI.
What?
So here's the quote from your video. I don't agree with animals being used. I don't want them to be abused, tortured. I'm gonna go vegan. It's one thing to claim that the meat industry does any of these. It's kind of ridiculous to say that non-meat-based industries do as well.
Sorry,
Made a claim that
can
farmers.
you extend that non-meat-based industries do as well? Can you just expand on that?
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so that would be sort of like the dairy industry, honey, big thing, other just the non-meat element.
Okay, like, yeah, non-eat meat, but animal use.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
okay,
they still
I
use
see.
animal products. That's confusing.
You've made a claim that farmers
That was
abuse and
very
torture
confusing.
animals.
Okay.
The burden of proof is on you to back these claims. As a content creator, it is your responsibility to create or to not create misleading content. Sorry, I can't actually see all my power, but larger accounts have made similar claims. This can mislead thousands into believing these lies, and like it spawns this cycle of vegans see vegan videos, which fuels their ideas.
What?
Is there anything you want to add to that, or?
Let me...
What the fuck? She put the dairy farmer as a skeleton. Ah, that's funny. Oh, when Makeda dies, I'm gonna moonwalk at your funeral, bitch. I'm a moonwalk wherever I'm at on the planet. I'm a moonwalk in the astral plane. I'm an astral project and goddamn teleport in my 9 ether Merkaba. I'm gonna come to where your funeral at, and I'm gonna moonwalk and say, "You stupid bitch." I had to spit on that pussy a few times. Ugh, that shit look terrible. Her pussy look like cold spaghetti. Ugh, like half-eaten lasagna. Ugh, that pussy look like throw up. Your pussy look like a fucking haunted bear cave with the fucking real vampires in that bitch. Oh shit, got bats hanging off the ceiling upside down in that pussy, bitch. What the fuck? That shit look bad. That shit like, it's like that pussy been used up. Like, ugh. Anyway.
The bad for.
Like the elastic running out of that
Look,
shit.
everything like
Cause
that.
your dumb ass eating pet food and dead animals all damn day, dumb bitch. Your pussy fucking falling apart like a fucking people with BBLs. Yo, BBL pussy having face, bitch. Your pussy falling apart like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, bitch.
Take notes. So you believe it's misleading for me
Leaning
as a
Tower
content
of
creator
Pisa
to say
pussy face.
something like the dairy industry, for example, is abuse?
Yeah.
So just to check, what do you think abuse means? What do you take it to mean?
I think that, yeah, signs of abuse in cows: sunken eyes, dull coat, droopy ears, rapid condition loss, which is simply weight loss. So these are the signs of abuse in animals.
That shit
Or am I
goes to
misunderstanding the question?
I understand you've taken that to mean what I'm asking is what would abuse look like to a cow? I'm asking you what abuse means generally.
Oh God! Jesus Christ! Oh, that shit hurt. Oh God! I said, Leaning Tower of Pizza pussy face bitch. Oh my God! Them pussy look like a meat lover's pizza. Just a goulash of bullshit. Your pussy look like Goop Scoop, bitch. You be eating Goop Scoop too, dumbass. She literally posted this like 30 minutes ago. Somebody called me during the live stream saying her name, playing on the phone. Called me about 4, 5 times. No, wait, hold up. How many times? They called me. I called them back 4, 5 times. That's what it was. That was hilarious, boy. That tickled me, boy. It brought a tear to my eye. Oh, God. Whew.
Generally to hurt others, just broadly.
So would you say to harm others, which would encapsulate that as well? So I agree. Obviously, there's quite a few uses of abuse that I would
Y'all
say.
gonna have to go, if you're an adult, y'all gonna have to do your research on what I'm talking about. It's all on the internet. All you gotta do is type in her name and porn. Kids, don't do that, and don't be in my chat room. Don't even watch my videos. Block me. Thank you very much.
Be applicable to what the dairy industry is. But just to double check, what did you just say so I don't get it wrong? About you?
So,
To harm. Was that correct?
Yeah, to harm. Yeah.
So I think it's inherently harmful to premeditate a system whereby breed animals and collectively breed them to have specific traits that you'd like, say, to kind of milk for you or something to that endeavor.
So they're breeding animals to be edible. They putting the fat right on the back on purpose, and now you got a fat back and cellulite.
And take babies away, and then when you no longer see them producing for you something that you provided as a product, you end their life prematurely. I would say that's inherently
Stupid.
Right. Well, I can. Most of that I'm going to talk about in this PowerPoint. The only thing is the breeding of explicit traits, so produce more milk.
What?
And then the slaughter part, because that's just an argument of opinion. You know,
What?
You say it's immoral, I say it's not. It's kind of a conversation that will just go
You're
nowhere.
killing families of animals. How would you feel if somebody came and killed you just to eat you, not to take your land and your gold and under your tree, your forest and your garden? No, they come to kill you, to eat you, and then they don't do that. They literally put you in slavery in a cage or whatever, farm fenced in, and facility, and breed you for generations to be slaughtered and used for food. How would you feel? You'll be like, bitch, I hate you. Will start a revolution. Like, what happened during slavery? They was eating people. And then the people had to start a revolution. You had to fight. So if it's morally wrong for us, then it's morally wrong for animals. Animals have feelings. I mean, I thought white people, of all people, would know that animals have feelings because y'all know how to talk to animals. Y'all are their best friends, and they're like a part of the family. I totally respect y'all for y'all life choices. I think it's a little bit disgusting. I don't think animals should be living all in the house in the bed with you and up on the counter while you're cooking. I don't want to eat none of your food. But I respect your stupidity to be in ignorance. I did stupid shit. I couldn't say off with his head. Like I needed time to realize that I was stupid. Now I realize I was stupid. It's great. You see what I'm saying? Ow. Ah, my leg is asleep. Gotta walk it off. Okay. So yeah, like Makeda could still turn around all this stupid shit. She won't because she's hard headed and dumb as fuck. But she's an egomaniac, and she's under all kind of illusions of grandeur and ignorance, just falsehoods that she believes to be true. But she could turn this all around. I thought maybe we would debate one day and she would tap out and say, okay, the girls lost. The girls cannot beat up the boys beat the girls. It's team boys. Like, what y'all gonna do like if we lost? Y'all will call us egomaniac, uh, toxic masculinity, and what's the other one? Daggone, I forgot them stupid words y'all make up to fuck with us. There's daggone, toxic masculinity. What's the other one? What do women call men when they get mad, Siri? Let me look this up. Negative traits of men. Yeah, toxic masculinity came up. Aggression, violence, emotionally insensitive, need for dominance and control. This is all Makeda Voletta. She acts like a man in her relationships. Lack of empathy, taking animals' food and eating the animals. Lack of empathy. You are toxic. You are toxic masculinity. That's what you are. You're a twin of a boy. I think you're retarded and deformed. Risky and compulsive behaviors. Risky. Eating pet food that's not approved and promoting it on your social media is dumb as fuck. You jeopardize your entire brand and all your hard work. All that ass shaking you did down the toilet, your brand is done. Dumbass. You telling people to eat pet food. Stupid bitch. Sexist, arrogance, entitlement. That's all of that shit. Is it chauvinistic? I forgot. It's another word y'all be using. This toxic masculinity. Let me see. Top 10 toxic masculinity behaviors. Mm, promiscuous. Yep, you a hoe. Stoic. I don't know. That shit is weird. This is weird articles. I'm not gonna read this one. Being dominant. How can being dominant be? What the fuck? Um, it says not being a feminist ally. What the? That's crazy. Risk taking. Okay. I really think I wish I could think of that other stupid word that y'all be saying when y'all hate men. It's a word y'all be using like you're being the this, and it's like y'all always use that word, and we didn't even know what it meant. We're like, what the fuck? Can't even remember. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, we'll go back to the video. I want to finish this little vegan video. Any spare change on y'all?
It's not. It's kind of a conversation that will just go nowhere. So I'll talk about that at the end if you want, but I'm focusing in more about the actual raising of the animals and everything before slaughter.
Well, just to double check, you said it's a case of opinion. Do you believe that if I did that to a human being, for example, would that be abusive?
No, not necessarily.
What?
Don't think it, so. You think, what do you think it would be then? Am I using like abusive wrongly there to say I have a human, for example, I have this woman, I premeditating, I'm going to take her babies away from her, probably artificially inseminate her. I'm then going to take her baby away. I'm going to use her body for a product that I would like, and then I'm going to kill her when she doesn't make it anymore. I don't think any of that in that scenario would be abusive to her.
Right, there's a lot you've said there. I'm going to go over separation. I'm going to go over
I feel like this guy is AI.
You know, it's fine.
I'm about slaughter, but I'm going to separate it now if you want me to.
No, just before we
separation first, I can do that.
Just before we get to that, I just want to say, in this hypothetical, it doesn't really matter why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for me, though, right? At the end of the day, I'm doing it to produce something, make a product from her. No matter the intricacy of why I'm maybe doing it, maybe I'm doing it so she lives longer, or maybe something's less painful for her. But would you say that's inherently abusive to do that?
For all of those, or just slaughter?
All of those, and then I kill her. So all of the entire process, just the idea of me doing that process, is any part of that abuse?
Not inherently, because, right, as I'll get into,
No, how do you say no, not inherently? Either it is or it ain't. I hate when people do this and they try to act like they're smart and they just add all these words into a word salad of bullshit. Nothing burger.
See it as abuse, which I'll get to, but for the slaughter part, you are humanely killing them. It's not abuse.
Humanely?
It's killing, which...
There's no such thing as humanely killing anything. It's not... even the Native Americans, I'm like, y'all need to go vegan. I don't give a fuck. If I'm a Native American too, I'll call y'all the fuck out. Like, I know some Native Americans is vegan, and I know some that's not. And that's bullshit, brother. Sister.
Again, that's a separate issue. Is it okay to kill an animal to feed a human?
So just to be clear, so I humanely kill this woman.
Yep.
She doesn't know it's happening. She doesn't know why I'm doing it or anything like that. Is it still abusive even if she doesn't really understand?
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's not abusive. That's not the exact word I'd say, because you're not directly hurting her.
What?
But you are killing her.
You don't think it would be...
issue you want to debate on? Well, that's just philosophy. It's a big moral question of, if you're stranded on an island and there's someone else there, could you kill them and eat them to...
Why would I need to eat them? I'm a vegan. I just eat coconuts. I find leaves. Dumbass.
Live yourself.
So just to be careful when you say not hurting her, we are harming her though, right?
Well, for abuse, I'd say like hurting
Hurting, harming, it's so stupid. It's crazy.
Harming, but not necessarily killing. That's a separate thing.
So it would be abuse then, because we're harming her, aren't we?
No, we're killing her.
No. Before that, I've premeditated, artificially inseminated her. I've taken her babies away from her, separated them. For whatever reason, I've done it. But I've done it so she'll produce milk. I can use that milk, and then I'll kill her. Is any of that harmful to her?
No, I will get into artificial insemination and separation in this PowerPoint if you want me to.
No, let's just stay streamlined first, but we'll get into these things and why they happen for sure. But I just want to understand, if we have that context, regardless of why I'm doing it, is anything there abusive to or harmful? So is anything harmful?
If she experienced stress and pain, then yes. But if not, then no. It's not inherently, but it can be.
So as long as you're using someone, human being, as long as if they're not stressed, they're not in pain, but you haven't like garnered consent or anything, I would say that's not harmful. There's nothing
How
harmful.
you doing, brother?
Well, the problem is you're comparing humans to animals. Humans can give verbal consent. Animals.
Stupid, smart, dumbass. Dude is so stupid.
Can't, so we have to get consent otherwise through their actions.
Yeah, so we can't actually, I would argue we can't really get consent from animals, so we have to, enact guardianship. But hang on, I'm comparing humans to animals because, in my view, there's no morally significant difference between them that would justify doing these things to them. And do you think there's some sort of morally significant difference between them and us that would justify putting them in this context and it not being harmful?
Well, yeah, we give them a lot of benefits. We give them free healthcare. So it's a
What?
support system. I'm not trying to argue with you that killing the animal is okay. But specifically, you said vegan. So again, it's one thing to say that the meat industry does this. It's one thing to say that the non-meat-based industries do this.
Okay, just to be clear, in the
He's arguing
UK,
nothing.
we get free healthcare, right? So is it then justified to all the human women, or like anyone who's going to produce for us, and anyone?
She's snapping on his ass right there. She caught him with that free health care. That was so weird, too. That was crazy. It sounds like a slave master logic.
Is it justified morally to do that to them because they get free healthcare?
You are aware most people work, yes? We contribute to society.
Yeah.
What?
So what's your issue here? We are taking from people. We tax them. Like,
Do you think that
Taking
it's analogous?
taxes is not the same as taking the milk that come from your mama's titties and taking their life or taking the babies and eating them and taking the eggs. That ain't the goddamn same. Some people would almost call it, but it ain't nothing of alike. Like you literally could choose to live in the woods. It's just weird, man.
To tax people versus artificially inseminate them, take their babies away from them, kill them when they know that we take from them? Would you say that's analogous?
man, you're lumping too many things together. Do you want to talk about artificial insemination? Do you want to talk about separation? Or do you want to talk about slaughter?
I want to talk about this in a minute.
I will talk about it.
I want to talk about this in a minute. We're just at a crossroads here because I'm trying to find out what you think is a morally significant difference.
I'm listening to this guy and I'm like, he sounds like he would never make a woman come in his life. He sounds like he's got the smallest dick. Like you're over here arguing with a lady when you should be trying to get her pregnant. And his arguments are so stupid. Like, just dumb.
Difference between a cow and a human.
Like you,
and so far
stupid.
you've said free healthcare, but there are humans who get free healthcare. This is why why I need to find out first, and this is what I said about in the emails. Like, you're taking the pro position, I'm taking the con. We're arguing about the existence. My problem is the fact it exists in the first place. I would not accept it in the human context. I don't think you either. So I'm trying to work out why it's justified for you in our context.
Again, I say this is a moral standpoint that's not going to go anywhere. You say cows are equal to humans.
Sorry, can I just say,
not.
I don't even necessarily have to take the position that a cow and a human being are completely equal. What I've stated, there's no morally significant difference that would justify putting.
Right, but as I'm explaining, I want to talk about the before slaughter process. If you want to talk about that afterwards, I'm not interested in that.
It's stupid.
Because you're saying that farms abuse and torture animals on farms.
Yeah, and as you said, the burden of proof is on me in that case. And I'm telling you, because there's no morally significant between them and us, I wouldn't accept it in the human context. So I therefore don't accept it in the cow context. I'm asking you to contest this, see if you disagree with me, and then explain why. This is why we're where we are right now.
So you want me to explain to you why I see a cow different from a human?
No, because they have
Or in
hooves.
the morality of killing them, so to speak.
Yeah, I want to know the morally relevant difference.
Well, simply put, we don't exactly just kill them when they become unprofitable. That's not really true. We kill them when they get to an old age, when they have a relatively lower quality of life. So it'd be more equivalent to killing a person when they're in relative old age. Right? But more so, just intelligent thought as well. Like, just compare a cow to a human in terms of
raised it to kill it.
Thought. You know, completely night and day difference. But as well as that, in the wild, they get hunted and killed by diseases, and we prevent those diseases. And we only kill them to benefit our species. But they're going to die anyway.
It's not a benefit.
Okay, so we've got species.
It's not a benefit in our species, and these are not natural animals. They wouldn't even exist. Any change on y'all? Hello. This guy's an idiot.
They get hunted in the wild, intelligence, and we kill them when they're old.
Yeah.
So let's go first. Species benefit, that would have to be actually substantiated. Make an argument that it's not beneficial to have these industries. They may have an environmental impact that's not beneficial to the world at large. So I'd like to see evidence of that first. But before we do that, obviously if we were out in the wild, we'd get hunted too and get diseases, so that's not a difference. We kill them when they're of old age. Can you just tell me when you kill or send a dairy cow off to be killed versus how their lifespan would be, just to be clear?
Well, hang on for a minute. I've asked you for your talking points in email, and I've told you my talking points. I asked you, is there anything else you want to talk about? And you haven't talked about it. You haven't told me anything, so I can't prepare information. So
I said I'd be talking about the dairy industry and being a con of the existence itself, and I said we'd get into applied ethics because that's where it goes. So I'm talking about applied ethics now. And I'm talking about the intricacies. You've told me you kill them at old age. So we're literally talking about a process within the dairy industry right now, right? When do you send them off to be killed versus what's their natural lifespan? That's directly applicable to the dairy industry, right?
We kill them roughly 10 years old.
10 years? And how old is their natural lifespan?
About 20-ish years.
20-ish. So really, we'd be killing a human not at old age, we'd be killing them in their 40s.
40, 50, yeah.
Close to the 50s, 60s, mid-50s.
Well, I think the average lifespan of a human male, for example, is 80. That's what I'm going with. So half of that would be 40. That's why I'm taking it there. The lifespan might have changed since we saw. But we don't. That's not what I was asking for. I was asking for an intrinsic difference within them, and you did give one. You gave intelligence. Now it is to be the case, right, that humans don't have an equal level of intelligence. So just to be clear that we're consistent, if there is a human who has exceedingly low intelligence, they have a low IQ, would you say it's any more justified
Crazy.
to do exactly the things we do to dairy cows or beef cows?
You're comparing apples to oranges here. Even in the lowest of lowest mental...
Nope. He's stupid. Hold up. Don't drink Coca-Cola. That's Atlanta City toilet water and sugar and chemicals. Had to drop that one time.
Disabilities. Humans are so vastly more intelligent.
African Americans built this nation. You built this nation. You know, you're just starting to get real credit for that. Okay, I don't know if you know that. You're just starting to get, you built the nation. We all built it, but you were such a massive part of it. Bigger than you were given credit for. Does that make sense? Right? But through generations of blood, sweat, and tears, and you deserve a government that defends your interests, protects your families,
Where is
and
that
cares for
reparation?
our own citizens first.
Number one, in 2019, he was talking about how we were just getting credit for building the country. In 2025, he's erasing the history that acknowledges it. Number two, today he's saying the very history that we were starting to get credit for is demonizing America and making us look at this country in a bad light. Number three, this illustrates how insidious this man is. In 2019, when he was courting our vote, he had Ice Cube, Platinum Plus plans. He traveled in the country talking about, you guys really built this country to what he's doing now, passing a whole bunch of legislation, gutting the very history that gives us credit for building this country.
I don't know about that. I got to look into it.
African Americans built this nation.
Gotta look into it.
Day difference.
Something that really irks me is like someone with locks. It's like when niggas wanna be like, oh, Grand Riders and Queen, Grand Riders and Goddess. Like, nigga, I'm a bitch. Something that really irks me is like someone with locks. It's like when niggas wanna be like, oh, Grand Riders and Queen, Grand Riders and Goddess. Like, nigga, I'm a bitch.
Hold up. Every woman can't be a queen, and definitely not a goddess. But please don't be a bitch anymore. That's a female dog. That shit crazy. And this girl is beautiful who made this video. I'm like, y'all are retarded. Something's wrong. I'm like, make them stop. Golly. Hold up. What is that?
Someone can't do things that apparently other animals can't do either. We've measured intelligence of animals like pigs, and if you look at, there's a paper called Psychology of Cows. Cows are considered quite intelligent animals, experiencing things such as emotional contagion. So they seem to be quite intelligent. Now, just take it to be the case. Say you do measure intelligence, we get this like IQ tester, and we understand a cow to be of equal intelligence to a given human being. Would you say then that human can be farmed the way a cow would be, and it would be morally justified in your view?
Hypothetically, if we had a human
What?
that dumb, then
What?
technically yes, but on a just emotional standpoint.
Oh my God.
So,
Oh my
so when you
God.
say
Hold on,
emotional
hold on, hold on.
standpoint, you mean kind of
Hold on.
emotional
Hold on.
benefit?
Hold on. Did dude just advocate vampirism if people were stupid as a cow? If people were the intelligence of a cow, he's advocating vampirism? That's what slavery was. They ate us. Oh, this is crazy. This guy is an idiot. Oh my God, I feel so bad. Like this guy might. I doubt that he's a parent. He might have a test tube baby somewhere. But I'm just like, if this guy's a parent, this is even sadder than I thought because we have insane people raising insane people and indoctrinating them and to insanity. That's crazy. Okay, I'm about to restart it. That damn sprinter van that pulled up. Let me get some change. What y'all doing?
It's much more of a point of like we don't human product. Just generally that's off-putting to us, so it just wouldn't really be beneficial.
Okay, so say for example, you had someone with a mental condition and their IQ was low, and you measured it, and the cow had the equal IQ. Say someone like Jeffrey Dahmer came along and they were like, I don't find that off-putting at all. I would love that human flesh. Would you say, oh yeah, we've got the market here and send you this corpse and you eat that meat, and that would be fine morally in your view?
Well, again, I said technically yes, but from a moral standpoint, no, because it's a human.
Okay, so we're stuck again because there's
This
got to
shit
be
retarded.
something it's an inconsistency. You said intelligence is prey, that means it's justified to do this to cows. That's the morally significant difference. So we've removed that from the human context, and you're going no because they're human.
Again, I said this argument's not going to go anywhere because you're just going to say, I don't see a difference in killing a cow between killing a human, where I said I did.
Yeah, and what's the reason? So far you said
Cows aren't
intelligence.
humans. That's simply it. Again, I don't have a problem with you don't want to eat meat, but you specifically said vegan. That implies dairy, milk. You have a problem with milk.
Absolutely. Because again, what is it struggling? Like, I can say right now, I don't take a plant to be sentient. There's the morally significant difference. They're not sentient, therefore there's no moral problem with me consuming the body of a plant. So I can name that right now. But you've so far said intelligence, and then I've taken intelligence away in the human context, said it's not that. So I'm just trying to find out why. Look at a cow and go, yeah, I can use you, and I can send you off to the slaughterhouse. I'm trying to understand what that is, because when I look at a cow, I understand that they experience these things, like emotional connection. They aren't, we greatly underestimate them. They are sentient beings. I shouldn't exploit them, use them, or kill them. And so we're at a disagreement here, trying to work out why.
Alright, well, I want to talk about the dairy industry and milking. So, hypothetically, if you made it illegal to kill dairy cows, farmers had to keep them for the entirety of their lifespan and just let them die of old age, would you still have an issue with milk?
Absolutely, because they're being used, exploited,
Okay,
modified.
Matt, let's go with this idea. Let's go with this idea that the actual conversation we're having is it still immoral if we stopped killing cows? Let's continue, because this is an actual progressive conversation then. That the dairy industry, milking, isn't abusive. Can we do that?
We can try, but I feel like we're going to get caught up again on trying to work out your fundamental view on why it's justified to exploit a cow. We're going to probably trip up a couple of times, and this is why I said in the email we're going to talk about ethics.
Okay, that's grand. We'll continue on. So the signs of abuse in animals, for physical abuse: sunken eyes, dull coats, droopy ears, rapid weight loss. There's sunken eyes, droopy ears. Don't worry about this. A comment I made. As it'll showcase, abuse in forms greatly exaggerated. Areas of abuse are often misunderstood, or its vital context removed. Physical abuse worsens quality of meat, lowering profit. Emotional or mental abuse leaves animals not eating, therefore less meat, therefore less profit. What businessman ruins their product to get less profit? So in this, I'm talking specifically exploitation and abusive ignoring the killing process.
Okay. Do you want me to comment on that?
If you want to.
Well, you said make sure you buy from local farmers, and I'm assuming by that you mean kind of like free-range, small farmers, right?
Yeah, just source your farms.
Yeah, like know that they're, cocoa, maybe I remember going to one where I could see the animals, and then next to it was a butcher shop. I obviously never stood that, so I'm assuming that's like a local farm. But how would you then explain like a factory farm, right? They have many animals there. They are maximizing the profits by producing animals. Do you have a problem with factory farming?
To an extent, yes, if you can show signs of abuse, but as I'll go into, it's kind of, you get this similarity of animals when abused make less money.
Okay.
What?
I'm not sure if I would agree, because
What did
when
he
I
say?
look at,
You get this similarity of animals when abused make less money.
okay, I'm not sure if I would agree, because when I look at a factory farm, obviously when it comes to, thousands of animals in these places, they get neglected even more. Many end up dying, be like of the number of animals who were on the and yeah, it's just horrible conditions that I imagine agree to. And yeah, that is them completely being neglected, and it's a very profitable industry, and it's gonna produce more profit than a smallholder farm, right?
Sheer quantity, sure, but if you have an issue with them neglecting animals, laws, put in place laws that prohibit such practices of, if you said thousands of animals.
Yeah, depends. Like chickens, for example, for the poultry farming. Yeah, there'll be thousands of heads, right, for these factories.
Yeah, it's not cages. Yeah, you could just simply say, introduce a law. No small hens, they have to have this much land per animal.
I mean, if you give them the land that thousands of animals would so desire, that wouldn't be neglectful, lacking stimulation, something to that degree, it wouldn't really be a factory farm, it would be a massive field, right? Like a massive field.
Yeah, sure. So what's your issue?
Well, the very nature of this factory farm is going to be negligent. So I disagree that it's not profitable to neglect
Hang
that.
on a minute. Let's say we introduce a law that says if you have X amount of chickens, you need a corresponding X amount of land. You said that factory farms would then just become giant fields.
Mm-hmm.
What is your issue with that happening?
I don't think we would have the even space for that. But my issue is that it's still negligent. Because, say for example, I gave birth to a human being, and you'd hope I'd give birth to a human being. I had this human being, and I knew that with this human, after treating them so well for a few years, I was going to put them in a stew. By nature, that would be like abusive, negligent of me. It would just be a bad, harmful practice for that child, wouldn't it?
Sure.
Yeah, so what I'm arguing is by design, this is a negligent thing, doesn't consider the animals. It is maybe even hateful of animals, like just so inconsiderate of them. I can see it as another hatred sometimes. So that's why I say, yeah, even if you give them all the space in the world, I'm going to send this child to the slaughterhouse when I want to, and I know I'm going to do it, and that was their purpose that I assigned to them,
So again, your issue isn't then they're being used, abused, and tortured. It's that they're ultimately killed.
No.
Yep.
No, because even, say for example, I did everything in the dairy industry that happens, and I did it to a human, but then I let them go. I let them go free. I was like, it's been 5 years, you're not producing as much as I want anymore, I'll just let you go, and you can go live out your life. I've still done something horrifically abusive. So I have a problem with it fundamentally. I've exploited them. Veganism is a doctrine against exploitation, not killing.
Okay, so if you're saying that if this human went through the same conditions and was just let go after a while, that's
I am
abusive.
so sleepy.
Absolutely, yeah. Would you
Okay,
not?
but as I'm going to showcase with these processes, it's not abusive. So can I continue on?
Absolutely.
So just continuation of this, but we've discussed it. What businessman wants to ruin their product to get less money? He'd want to make his product very good to make a load of money. What farmer would want to abuse their animals to get less money? He'd want them to be happy to get a lot of money. Just basics of, I suppose more generally, but not specifically to veganism. If you set off on a witch hunt, you'll find a witch. Basically just saying, if you look for abuse, if you try to find it, you'll find it. You'll cherry pick the very specific parts of bad abuse. You know, is it fair for me to claim that all the majority or even half of the parents of the world abuse their children because I can find evidence of child abuse? But I don't think that's really relevant for what's been said yet, so I'll just move on.
That is relevant, if you don't mind.
Okay.
If I did what is done to a cow in the dairy industry, a child, it would just be abusive. Every time, right?
Do you mean for the rough estimated age?
Yeah, just
Like,
put it in
you're
the
not
context of...
artificially inseminated.
Give it the context of, yeah, I raise them, I wait until they're fertile, then I artificially inseminate them, then I take their babies away, and then when they stop producing milk for me, I let them free, even, or I kill them. In either of those contexts, no matter what, that would just be fundamentally abusive, right?
It would only be abusive because we're talking about humans who are intelligent enough to give verbal consent.
So for humans who aren't intelligent enough to give verbal consent, it would be morally justified in you.
Well, you see, they'd be able to, as I'll briefly go into a minute, they'd be able to give non-direct verbal consent through their actions.
No, not necessarily. I've literally worked in hospitals, right, as a healthcare assistant. I have had patients who were not able by any form, because of the condition that they had, to give any form of consent. They couldn't even twitch. There was no sign whatsoever. I was looking for, obviously when you're cleaning patients and stuff, you don't want them to be comfortable. So you're looking for signs of, like, are you okay with me? Like,
so then they cannot give anything whatsoever. So that's excluded because cows can give consent through their actions.
do you think a dog can give consent to be artificially inseminated?
Yes.
So you're for bestiality, you don't mind as long as they give something?
No, that is completely different. Those are two separate things.
So if I put my hand up a dog's anus and then put a rod in their cervix, but it's not some sort of bestiality in any way whatsoever?
Well, first of all, you wouldn't be able to fit your arm. That would be abusive and bad, but cows are different because they're
So if
bigger.
I had a really tiny arm?
Yeah, sure, fair enough.
So that wouldn't...
No, that would be artificial insemination.
Yeah, so that wouldn't be bestiality in it?
Nope.
Why is that?
Because it's not. Like, you're not putting your reproductive organs into the dog.
I'm pretty sure you don't have to put your reproductive organs into the dog for it to be bestiality. I think you're using their reproductive organs in some way or touching them, it's still bestiality.
Right, well, that's your opinion. Like, we've separated it into two different groups. Artificial insemination's over here with just the medical process. Bestiality is over here with your personal pleasure. And you're just saying, well, I think both of them are the same. Well, fundamentally, they're not.
Just to be clear, a medical process is for the benefit of the patient, right?
Generally, yes, but not always.
Can you think of a context where a medical context would benefit the patient, not present, and it's like the benefit of the person doing?
Sure, doctor wants to have a child with a woman and doesn't want to have sex. There you go. Artificial insemination.
But that would be the benefit
Oh no.
As long as
Oh
they have
no.
children out of it.
Oh no. Oh no. You cannot create or do bestiality, bro. Don't do that shit. Please don't. Um, that's crazy.
Because again, artificial insemination is not bestiality. Those are
Okay.
two different things.
You're saying I'm looking that we keep going in circles. Let's just be clear. We're looking for an example of something that is a medical practice, not for the benefit of the patient, but the benefit of the person doing it.
AI is for the benefit of the cow.
Oh.
Because cows want to have calves.
What?
Do they want to be taken away from them?
What?
Pardon?
So they want to have children, yeah?
Yeah.
This
So
person
do
is
they want them to be
insane.
taken away from them?
Not fully necessarily, but we take them away for the children's safety.
What?
What do you mean?
Well, I can get into it, but that's one of my last talking points, so...
So
What?
just to be clear...
Do you want to put a pin in that and come back to it later? Or...
No, I think this speaker really good actually. So you're saying it's not bestiality because it's benefiting the cow because they really want children,
Yep.
and they don't want the children to be taken away from them. So that's not benefiting. And you're saying it's benefiting the calf to be taken away from them because it's somehow dangerous as a baby.
Yeah.
So let's be clear, we still haven't found something that's for the benefit of the cow because the thing that she's getting is being taken away from her, right? So she's not getting a benefit. So we still need to find something there, but we'll keep that in mind, and we'll go to why it's protecting the calf to take them away from their mother and then send them off to build in many cases, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you want me to get all the way down there, or do you want to just go through the PowerPoint as is?
Whatever you prefer, really. Whatever's going to kind of address why it's for the safety of the calf.
Okay, I just prefer for simplicity to go through the PowerPoint
Absolutely.
bit by bit.
Yeah, go for it.
It's just welfare of animals. It's mistreatment of any farmed animal is an offence. So it's freedom from hunger, freedom from discomfort, freedom from pain, freedom to express normal patterns of behaviour, freedom of fear or distress. If you have an issue with farms and say, oh, well, farms do freedom to express normal patterns of behaviour, farms infringe on that, then fucking go into laws and, rewrite them. That's how you actually do, how you solve this issue you have. If you have an issue, you go to it at the law and force farmers to do it a certain way.
So you're against any sort of social justice movement that has used other avenues like media, using their rights to protest, things like that, outreach of sorts. You're against that. You just want any social justice movement to go to the law specific, so like Parliament or something like that.
Well, sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, so you're saying, look, if you have a problem, go to the law. So I'm guessing go to the government, go to your council, talk to those people, right? So
Yeah.
you would have an issue then with like protesting, outreach, using media to share your opinions. You have a problem with those things specifically?
No, but the problem is you're not actually voicing your problem. You just generalized, go vegan. When instead of just saying, here's a specific practice, here's the specific solution, we should do this solution instead.
I mean, I've definitely done that. Like, I've had this channel for 11 years. I've done those things times, and I know many vegans who do exactly that. We go through precisely the problem. You're sat here talking to me right now. I took it to be that you were a dairy farmer and wanted to discuss with you the problems that I have with it. So I think, like, physically right in front of you, there's an example of someone doing more than saying go vegan.
But so far, all you've really said is, I have a problem with killing the animal at the end.
No, have you not been listening?
I have, yes.
So would you have heard me say maybe 2 or 3 times so far that even in the context where you don't kill the cow, you even asked me this? would I be okay with it if, like, we set them free afterwards or you let them go or something like that? And I said no because I have a problem with exploitation. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but you haven't really made much of a case for that yet.
Well, I so far said there's no morally significant that I can find between them and us. And so far, you haven't found one. That's my case.
But as I've said, I don't have an issue with AI people.
Without their consent.
But we do get consent from guys.
No, but we've
No, but we
established...
do.
You already said that cows are so unintelligent that we can't get consent from them, right?
No, I said we couldn't get verbal consent from them.
So I can commit bestiality again, right? Because I can get consent from a dog if they look at me a certain way. Showing that they're happy with it, I can commit bestiality, right?
I would say there's a legal issue with that, but morally, if the dog is fine, then fuck it, sure.
Okay, just to be sure, so
What?
we've got this. You are fine morally with bestiality of a dog.
Morally, but not legally.
Legally. Is there a difference, really, for you?
About what?
So when you say this is legally wrong,
This guy
you're
is
just saying
crazy.
it's like descriptively people